Yeah. Emotions is Lavanya Yogam. So, Rupa Bheda, Sadrisyam, Bhava, Pramanam, Varnika Bhanga, and Lavanya Yogam. These are the 6 features. Vatsyayana, these 6 characters, Vatsyayana is given to any painting. Then what are the styles of painting? Kaka, Pitaka, that is isolated frame. If you are picturizing only in one single frame, you are doing something, it is called Kaka Pitaka. Digala Pitaka, Dighala, Digala Pitaka is a long scroll of painting. Third one is Yama Pitaka. It's an isolated painting. It can have a frame, it need not have a frame. It's an isolated thing, not connected. Any simple single subject is in an isolated frame is called Yama Pitaka. Prehistoric painting used to be on the rocks. They are called petroglyphs. Petro in Greek is called rock. So, petroglyphs, prehistoric period, paintings you used to find on petroglyphs, that means on rock. Bhimbekta style in MP was basically seen in petroglyphs. And subsequently, in Upper Paleolithic period, that means now 40,000 BC to 10,000 BC, quartzite stone was used for, quartzite is used for painting, minerals were used for pigmenting. Lime and water are also mixed with ochre, and then now a brick red color is formed. Different minerals were used for different colors. Upper Paleolithic period, that means no Mesolithic period. I told you Paleolithic period. In Mesolithic period, this is 10,000 BC to 4,000 BC. Red color use was more. Size of paintings used to be small, and group painting, group hunting, and then such kind of a group activity was basically painted. Then Chalcolithic period, that means subsequent to 4000 AD. Whereas Neolithic period, Mesolithic period, red was used. In Chalcolithic period, green and yellow was used. Battle tales generally, they came into prominence. Painting used to be the battle scenes. Bow and arrow, riding on the elephants and horses. These used to be main themes for painting then. Then, mural paintings subsequently came to India. Mural scene, nothing but works on walls is murals. 10 AC BC to 10 AD is Ajanta, Ellora caves, and then these are the examples for murals. Theme is either Hinduism or Buddhism or Jainism is the theme. Sheer size, that means there is no boundary for this thing. You can extend it to any length, because basically you are putting a painting on a wall. Any theme can be painted to any length. There was no restriction. That was the long murals then. Ajanta caves, I told you already, there are the murals and fresco painting, and various hairstyles of women were painted there. Emotions are through hand gestures. Jataka stories were there. Padmapani mural of Ajanta is famous. Bodhisattva was seen in a Tribhanga style. If you remember Tribhanga, I have used one word, Tribhanga, while I was talking to you about a Odissi dance. Odissi dance form is Tribhanga. And those are the features of Ajanta. Again, Ellora cave paintings, there, Kailasa temple, 3 religions were depicted there. Goddess Lakshmi and Vishnu, Lord Shiva and his followers, Apsaras, These were all painted in Ellora paintings. Then Bagh cave paintings, they are smaller to Ajanta, same Ajanta style, but smaller in Ajanta, smaller to Ajanta in MP. Then came miniature paintings. Miniature is small, not a bigger painting. Any painting, no, where form is reduced, that is the miniature painting. There used to be some norm for the miniature painting. Any painting should not be more than 25 square inches. 1/6 of the original size of any object can be converted into a miniature form, but you have to follow some standards. Rajasthani miniatures show brown skin for the human beings. Rajasthani people have painted brown color for the skin of the human beings. But whereas subsequently, Mughal painters started using no brighter colors. Lord Krishna was depicted in blue, and then eyes, wherever you are portraying eyes and hair, certainly they used black. Men used traditional clothes and then various colors, and headgear used to be a prominent feature during the paintings, Mughal, these Rajasthani paintings. Early miniatures were Pala School of Art, Apabhramsa School of Art. Apabhramsa School is nothing but they used to draw like a fish, and then chin used to be always a double chin. These features are normally, they are not characteristic to every individual. Somewhere these features can be seen, but they have depicted whatever they have painted, wherever they have painted, Apabhramsa style of paintings shown these two features. Because these two are not quite true, this is called Apabhramsa. Then miniature art during Sultanate, Delhi Sultan period. They used miniature art for writing illuminating the manuscripts. They used it. Manuscripts in Quran or Islamic literature, whenever that is to be written, they used the art form there with color illuminating the letter. So in darkness also, you can read the letter without the help of a light. Then hunting, court features, those are all historical things came into prominence during the Mughal period, mostly based on whimsical whims and fancies than to depict any historical thing. Brilliant colors were used. Live drawings were also prepared by Mughal during Delhi Sultanate period. Babur time, the illustrations of Mughal family tree was started by Babur. Another 5 minutes, quickly I will go with the Mughal dynasties related to this painting. Akbar started Tasveer Khana. That means a special branch is started for painters. He used to keep painters on salary basis, monthly salary basis, and he used to give orders to them what is to be painted. Based on the orders of the king, they used to paint either it can be related to family of the king, or it can be related to a particular feature, whatever is liked by him, he used to give orders. So this painter gallery is called Tasveer Khana. Indian influence and then Persian influence used to be there. Always they were writing 3D figures, calligraphy on paintings. Court life is the general theme. And next, Jahangir not liked the court life as a theme. He preferred flora and fauna, all animals, and then plants, flowers, nature. This used to be theme of the miniatures developed by Jahangir. Portrait paintings, and then used to be Ustad Mansoor was the famous artist then. Animal fables. These are and then flora. These are all the patterns of Jahangir. Then Shah Jahan came. He started artificial elements, which are not they don't have liveliness, no life form. All artificial forms, imaginary forms were preferred by Shah Jahan. European influence was there for him. Lines used to be with a charcoal drawings were famous then, and pen lines, charcoal lines used to be predominant in miniatures produced during Shah Jahan period. Then and he was also using gold and silver for decorating those lines. First time. Aurangzeb, he did not encourage anything. He thought this painting, employing people, is a waste of money. He did not encourage anything. There, the painting started declining in Aurangzeb's period. Then regional schools of art have come into power. Rajasthani school of paintings, Rajput, mainly dominating the ruler class. Mewar school of painting, it focused on literature scripts, tamasha paintings. Tamasha paintings means no, these are related to court and city views. They used to call it tamasha. That is one school, Mewar school of painting. They were doing it. Kishanganj, they started. Nihal Chand was the painter. Bhakti movement start with Kishanganj, where Radha Krishna, these used to be there. Bundi school, Bundi and Kota in Rajasthan, they are now two places. Bundi school of art came into power. Their art form was called Hadoti. Krishna Shakti, local vegetation, human faces used to be round. Their skin color used to be various colors. But basically, this is also Krishna Bhakti was the dominant theme then. Amber and Jaipur, this is another school of painting. Folk style of clothing, headgear, and Surat Khana are the miniature patterns developed by Amber Jaipur group. Marwar group, I said Mewar. Now this is Marwar, M-A-R-W-A-R. Marwar group used to be very expressive. This was popular in Jodhpur and Bikaner of Rajasthan. Puranas in Rajput element was the theme for the paintings. Rajput and Mughal, what are the differences? Rajput was the mural and fresco painting. Mughal paintings were Persian miniatures. Rajput's paintings are mostly devotional paintings. Mughal paintings are no emperor, court, and such kind of paintings. Hunting and then victories, war victories, these are all formed the theme. Then symbol like lotus, peacock, these are swan, these kind of Hindu symbols used to be there in Rajput paintings. In Mughal, focus on trees, camels, or falcons. That is the difference. 17th, 18th century belonged to Rajput, 16th to 18th century belonged to Mughal. With this, I am completing the painting part, sculpture completed, painting completed, and then temple architecture completed. From the visual art forms, this part is completed. So remaining part of the visual forms, we need to complete in our subsequent classes. Mostly this is also a static information. I raced through many points. Of course, the points are many. I don't know. You must have felt, no, really I was racing through, but I have reduced the content of the syllabus now in order to make it simplified to you. I would have taken only 1/20th part or 1/25th part of it. I'd never elaborated, but majority of the points are covered. So, my friends, anything you want to ask, please.
It is useful, sir. It is useful for the students who are going for June exam. Any doubts, please? Bhanu, any doubt? At least all of you open your video so that sir will see.
They must be now completely writing,
Yeah,
listening
yeah.
and writing.
All of you please open. Sai has opened. What about Pratyusha? Yeah, Padma has opened. Yashwini, yeah, wonderful. Bhanu.
Tell me,
Sneha,
am
right,
I
wonderful.
really going racy, or you want me to
Gone.
slow down?
Yeah.
I actually
Padma,
while I am noting down, I am missing few of the points.
Padma.
Maybe for spellings also.
Padma.
Okay.
Because these words are new to me.
Shall I have to slow down?
The speed
No,
is
sir.
okay, sir, but maybe for the spelling purpose and few names.
Okay. I'll take care of that during my next lecture.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah,
other suggestion?
Parli is there.
Anybody?
Aditi. Pratyusha is there.
Bhanu,
Aditi.
Yashwini,
Yeah.
and then Pearly, Pratyusha.
Bhanu also is there. Yashwini, Aditi is there.
Yeah.
Padma and Shanti Priya.
Sneha is there. Sai Charan is there.
Yeah,
Right.
we welcome Bhanu, who has joined today.
Okay.
She has completed her graduation from Narayana, where myself and Mr. Lakshmi Murali Krishna were there long back.
Yeah.
And she is appearing for this exam.
Okay.
We have 3 candidates now in our group, Mr.
Good.
Sai Charan, Padma, and Bhanu.
Okay. Good.
And next year we have another 2-3 in this batch. Anyhow, sir, thank you for the information you have given. You collected lot of information, and it is very useful for them.
Say, I have no other way but to go through. Otherwise, now I would taking lot of classes.
Yeah,
Myself now I'm apprehensive because no, I should not eat your time. It should be
Yeah.
useful to you. That's all. Right?
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Madam, you want us to join again, or
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it is better?
So that 40 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Please
So
join
all
again,
the candidates,
students. Yeah.
all the candidates, please rejoin.
So that there won't be any break.
Yeah.